I've gotten familiar with the term trigger as of recently. Trigger, to cause an event or situation to happen or exist. Consequently. And boy, has it made me do some self-analyzation. Some in-the-mirror conversation. Some questions that need attention to detailed definition. Like, what is my trigger? Is it multiple or singular? Do triggers define my actions, or are my actions defined by my triggers? Over the years of my life, have they gotten smaller or bigger? Have they slowed and dwindled down, or gotten quicker and faster? Are they truthful in their form, or are they a segue to self-disaster? Well, I guess at first we can face the obvious, right? And approach one of the vices that seem to dominate after work late at night. The battle between me and the bottle seems to be at the height of my fight. I don't want to call myself an alcoholic, but what would you call it if it was every single night? It's one cup, but still. And what that substance triggers inside of me, I guess we just have to call a spade a spade. While my convincing brain tells me that as long as I tread lightly in this pool of alcohol, I can relax and watch my problems fade. It is at the blackout of my memory that I realize it isn't to actual abyss-filled oceans that I wade. Not an easy reflection, I must admit, because of those moments of perceived bliss. I'm on a tightrope of either being too happy and carefree or too upset to save my mouth from talking venomous shit. My body and the bottle become the firearm shooting down any prey that gets in my way. The trigger being anything you say that goes against my philosophies on any given day. It's not really a cool trigger. You know what I mean? Trigger! Trigger, to cause an event or situation to happen or exist. Consequently. Pessimistic, defeatist, unaccountable hypocrisy is a trigger to my personality. Sometimes it triggers me to become a gentle savior. Other times it triggers me to explode with discontent attributed to this behavior. But as I get older and a little bit wiser, more seasoned with every mishap and fall, a person's fucking attitude has to be the most disturbing trigger of them all. An attitude trigger is disturbing because it comes from such a selfish podium. To make my blood pressure rise without consuming huge amounts of sodium. Oh, I see. You got like a big old bucket of triggers when I'm only allowed a handful. I have to work around all your triggers, so I should be cautious and extremely careful. Because then it will be about how I respond, not what initiated the bullshit. This is when you are pushed to the end of your wits end, whatever you want to call it. Is it no wonder why more and more men in today's world are calling it quits? Because of all the unnecessary extra shit you bring to the table and we are just not with the shits? Not a cool trigger. Trigger, to cause an event or situation to happen or exist. Consequently. How come triggers don't come in the form of love and prosperity? Oh my goodness, could you imagine if... Nah, me neither.